Hi there, thanks for watching the first video of Palo Alto training video series. My name is Rasul. I'm gonna be your instructor for the rest of this video series, and I'm gonna show you basically how to use Palo Alto Firewalls. I'm gonna show you how to create a test bed with Palo Alto Firewalls. I'm gonna show you how to use them from the beginning, from the scratch, how to set them up, and basically how to use them in an enterprise kind of environment. For those of you who might not know me, my name is Rasul Aznavizadeh. I'm a security consultant and a security architect. I have been working on security for a long time, more than 10-15 years, and I have been working with a lot of enterprise companies in the past. I'm the author of a couple of books. You can see two of my books on the screen, Enterprise Security Architecture and Ethical Hacking and Penetration with Kali Linux, which are available on Amazon, Google, iTunes, and most of the ebook providers. Okay, let's get started. What is Palo Alto Networks and what they do? Palo Alto Networks is basically an American network security company based in California, and they are basically one of the first companies that they introduced next generation firewalls. Next generation firewalls and what they are. I mean, if you know traditional firewalls, basically, traditional firewalls are all about TCP/IP port numbers, and basically, you could disable, enable, block, allow rules and different things, create rules and do different things based on TCP/IP port numbers. While with the next generation firewalls, the way it works is a bit different. If you know, these days, applications, they don't really have any specific port numbers anymore. I mean, port number doesn't really, mean anything these days, doesn't mean what it, used to mean. When you talk about HTTP, for example, HTTP, works on a standard port 80, but it can really work on any port. So, if you block port 80 or allow port 80 on a traditional firewall and HTTP works on a different port, it doesn't really detect that. So, on a modern security in a new world, really port numbers, they don't mean anything. And that's basically the concept for next generation firewalls. Next generation firewalls, they are application awareness. They do deep inspection of the packets. They understand the packets. They look at the packets and analyze the packets. They check the signatures and all those kind of things. And basically, they identify the applications, and you can create rules and things like that based on the application, not like traditional firewalls based on port numbers. Next generation firewalls, they can identify obviously users. They can integrate with your Active Directory, with LDAP servers, with different type of authentication servers, radius, whatever, and identify the users. They can identify the devices. They can identify the locations and all those kind of things. And you can obviously create rules and policies and things like that based on all those conditions. They obviously do deep inspections, and they have pretty powerful IPS signatures. So IPS signature is obviously an integrated important part of next generation firewalls as well. They do decryption of the traffic. You could do the decryption of the traffic. So if the traffic is encrypted, like it's an SSL traffic or something like that, you could go and obviously decrypt the traffic, analyze it, and understand if it is a healthy traffic, and then pass it on the firewall to the next level. I will show you obviously how to do that and how to keep the obviously confidential traffic secure as well. They do advanced filtering and protection. They have a lot of different mechanisms, built-in security features and things like that, which you couldn't see on traditional firewalls, which obviously I will show you in this course how to do it. Okay, what you will get from this course, what you will learn. I'm going to show you how to create a testbed with Palo Alto Firewalls. I'm going to show you how to basically step-by-step create like a complete lab infrastructure for yourself, basically to set up some network devices, Palo Alto Firewalls and things like that, and obviously generate traffic and create rules and things like that. We will be using VMware Workstation Edition for that, Palo Alto Virtual Edition, and we will need obviously some operating systems like Linux, Windows, client or server, something like that. I'm going to show you how to do the initial configuration of the Palo Alto Firewalls. I'm going to show you how to do the configuration device initial configuration and the management configuration and all those kind of things. You're going to learn how to do the network management, how to configure the network basically section of Palo Alto Firewalls and zone configurations and things like that. If you're familiar with basically next generation firewalls, the zone configurations is obviously kind of a new concept on next generation firewalls, although you had similar things on the traditional firewalls as well. You will get all those. How to do the routing management, obviously different static dynamic routings and things like that, how you could do those kind of things on next generation. So I'm going to show you those as well. How to create objects, what are objects and how to use them. So I'm going to give you some obviously session about those. You probably are familiar with the concept of the objects because traditional firewalls also have a similar concept. You could create objects and give them a name and things like that and use objects and the rules and things like that. The variety of the objects are obviously much more different much more in next generation firewalls, just because there are a lot of things added like applications and services and URLs and a lot of things like that. So you will see that. Security profiles, how to basically create and use security profiles on Palo Alto Firewalls. I'm going to show you that. Basically, security profiles like antivirus profile, IPS profile, anti-spyware profile, file blocking profile, all those kind of things. I'm going to show you how to do all those as well. Obviously you will learn how to do the policy creation and rule creation on Palo Alto Firewalls. That will be obviously similar thing to what you had on all traditional firewalls as well. The difference is obviously the policy creation is based on number of different additional objects that you didn't have on traditional firewalls. So we learned that. Network address translation, NAT and PAT, obviously I'll show you how to do those things as well. Quality of service, how to create basically quality of service rules and things like that. I'll show you that too. You will learn how to decrypt the traffic, encrypt the traffic like SSL traffic, inspect it and obviously analyze it. So I'll show you how to do those as well. The important thing, obviously, when we talk about decryption, the important thing obviously is to make sure that we are not decrypting confidential information, because that could be, a regulation problem, something like that. So you will learn how to do those things as well. You don't want to decrypt, financial or banking traffic, for example, that you could end up having a compliance issue. So you will learn how to do those things as well. Monitoring, logging, and reporting obviously is an important part of the Palo Alto Firewalls that you will learn how to basically go through the logging, create filters, and all those kind of things. So you will learn those things as well. Application Command Center is a section of Palo Alto Firewalls that will obviously help you in terms of getting different type of reports and doing some analysis and providing some nice features for the management in enterprise as well. So you will learn those things as well. What you need basically to attend this course, basically, well, I'll try to make it as easy as possible for people to understand. So you don't really need to be, a guru in a way, but you need to obviously have some basic TCP/IP knowledge, understanding obviously the applications and port numbers and things like that. And you need to have some basic networking and firewalling knowledge when we're talking about, things like IP addressing and routing and things like that. You need to understand those things. So that's pretty much all you need to know in terms of obviously getting started with Palo Alto Firewalls. Next video, obviously, we will start the creation of the testbed, and I'll see you there in a minute.